So it's been 10 years since you've been in your career and you're tired of it. I get it. I've been there before. You're trying to figure out how to get out of this career, but you keep getting advice such as you can't switch careers, you're gonna have to start at the bottom, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time getting another degree, you're gonna have to build a network. I get it. I've been in that same exact position that you've been in, and today I'm gonna share with you the 3 strategies I used to change careers and get double promoted. If you're looking for more advice to rock out in your career and build unstoppable confidence, click the bell notifications and subscribe to my channel to be notified every single time I release a new video of all the career goodness. Before we get started, I want to honor you for taking the time to spend a few minutes to invest in yourself and listen to the advice I have to share on how you can change careers. My name is Christmas Hutchinson and I am a career confidence coach. I have spent 18 years of my life in the corporate environment, trying, failing, learning from my mistakes, and dealing with all the ups and downs of what the curveballs the corporate environment has to throw at you. The advice I'm giving you today are the lessons I learned to switch careers and get double promoted. So let's get into it. The first strategy I implemented was getting clear on the skills that I had to transfer to another career. One of the huge misnomers that people have is that what you're doing in your current job, you wouldn't be able to do anywhere else. And that's not necessarily true. What you actually need to do is understand what skills that you have that you can transfer into another career, and the best way to package it when you're explaining it to a recruiter or a hiring manager so that they understand the work experience that you got in your previous job is actually transferable to what you're doing now. For example, in my experience, I worked in management consulting and I was a consultant. So some people would think that, oh, how can a consultant switch careers and go into the corporate environment without having to just continue consulting? But what I really do, or the skills that I learned and was using in consulting, was program management. I had presentation skills. I had skills of leading large teams. I had skills of moving projects forward. Those are skills that you can transfer into any environment. The only learning curve that you will encounter will be the type of work that you're doing and probably the industry experience. But what you're doing on a day-to-day basis won't change. It's just the environment that will change. The best thing that you can do with this strategy is to get a clear understanding what your skills are that you can transfer into any kind of environment, and have fun with this, play around with this. Like, can I transfer this to a hospital? Can I transfer this skill set to a daycare center? Can I transfer this skill set to an oil refinery? Get creative, because once you understand the skills that you have and that are transferable, it will be really, really easy for you to package that up and be able to present your story and your brand to a hiring manager that's in a different career than what you're in right now. Number 2, get clear on who you want to serve and how you want to serve them. Going back to the example of when I switched careers, I was serving executives in the risk and regulatory industry. I was making sure that their departments were not the reason why the banks got fined. I became tired of that work and it no longer served me. When I switched careers, I ended up going into human resources, and I did project management in human resources. So I ended up in a role where I was serving everyone else in the company. The project management I did was around helping to integrate systems and building processes for the HR systems and the HR processes that everyone else was using in the company. So in that particular example, I changed who I served. I no longer served executives. I served everyone in the company who was making products, who was supporting the people making products. I was helping everyone in the company have a better experience as it related to the administrative side of what they did in their work. And how I served them was through project management. So when you're ready to change careers, be clear on who you want to serve and how you want to serve them. Comment below and let me know some of the obstacles you're experiencing in trying to switch your career. The third and final and most important strategy is to develop a brand story. Your brand story is going to take a few ingredients. The first ingredient is that you want to make sure you have an inventory of attributes that you can call upon about yourself. These are things that people have said about you. These are things that you believe about yourself. Some examples of attributes are you're loyal, you're energetic, you're strategic, you're influencing, you're an inspiration. Those are some attributes that you want to have in your little inventory. You want to have in your inventory because you want to be able to draw upon those words when you're describing yourself on your resume. The next ingredient you need is to identify your superpower. What is your superpower? Identifying your superpower is sometimes challenging for people because people think, oh, I'm not a superhero or I'm not that special. But in actuality, you are. And your superpower is what you do that you love doing that is just so effortless for you. And it's also the thing that people say, how do you do that? Where do you get the stamina for that? It's like magic for you. So that's what your superpower is. Last ingredient that you want to identify in your brand story is the role that you want to play. Do you want to be a leader? Leaders create vision, leaders lead teams, leaders are responsible for other people on the team. Think about what you want to do. Do you want to be a teacher? Do you want to be a supporter? Think about the role that you want to play when you go into your next career. And the last thing you want to do with all of these ingredients is you want to put your story together. And you can start it off with one sentence. That one sentence could be, I am a results-driven leader with a passion to solve my clients' toughest problems. See how quick and succinct it is? You see, the results-driven part is the professional attribute. The role that I'm interested in is being a leader. And my superpower is that I love to solve my clients' toughest problems. So now that you have 3 strategies for changing your career, it's time for you to take action. As I record this, it's almost the end of 2020, and you don't want to be here this time next year having not made a decision to change your career. Because you made it this far, I know you are ready to take action. I want you to click the link in the description and grab your free Career Changers Guide. This guide is going to give you clearer specifics on how to change your career and how to do it without all the stress, anxiety, and feeling like it's too time-consuming to achieve. If you learned a lot from this video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'm here to support you.